Based on the road condition trend, there are some contributing factors also in addition to the transfers that you see that our trend is the condition index has dropped a bit. There's the increase in heavies due to the railway challenges that we've had, with the annual daily truck traffic increasing substantially up to approximately 139% increase for certain routes. So you can understand that's changing. That's a heavy impact, because I think in past designs that we couldn't have predicted such a drastic increase that's having on the existing network. And basically it's just for alignments between SANRAL and the service providers, so they understand what we expect of them as it relates to the SANRAL vision and mission, to provide safe, reliable and resilient roads. We are taking them through all the duties that are expected of them as it relates to routine road maintenance. So we are calibrating and getting feedback from them of things and areas where we can improve, so we can improve the system as a whole.
So our role today in this workshop was to sensitize our service providers about the obligations that they have in actually running the program of road incident management. We have shared today with them our expectations as the national entity with respect to how they should be supporting some of the emergency services that are responsible for responding to these incidences that occur.
We know SANRAL's mandate is very much as alluded to by Taviso, is that we get CAPEX and OPEX funding, which we primarily should keep the roads that are on our network in a good condition. And then we're supposed to manage that asset by planning and delivering projects, including the RRM projects that are then to maintain the day-to-day, ensure that the road is safe in all respects. Yeah. And then is to manage financial risks that are associated, which should be in red there as it talks to the overloading, with early pavement failures. As we know, the road designed for a certain lifespan, be it 20 years or 30 years. So we got to make sure that within our control as SANRAL, or where we can influence things, that we achieve that 30-year or the design life of the road, failing which we won't be fulfilling our mandate.
A takeaway for me was that many of our attendees here did not understand what SANRAL does in terms of overload control, or did not know. And my presentation served to educate them in what SANRAL does, why we do it, overload control, all the weigh bridges that we have on our network, how they operate, and how it assists them as practitioners in the routine road maintenance in terms of preventing damage to our roads by overloaded trucks mainly, or other vehicles. So the interactions were indeed that they were not aware, but they are much better informed, to the extent that some of them managed to bring up their own challenges in their respective areas of work that we could assist them in resolving.
Okay, from this workshop, generally as an engineer, we're mostly contractually obligated, but out of this workshop, we actually went outside the box. We got to learn even about the well-being of an engineer on site. It's not only about delivering the service that you are actually employed to render, but it's also about your wellness as a person. That includes your physical well-being, your mental well-being, and also besides that, we got to be exposed into the deeper side of attending to certain things, like they touched on rims, which is basically how to respond to accidents. And also we got to touch base on road safety issues. We normally do these inspections, we normally do these reports, but we got to an extent where we got to know the actual requirements of those reports. So from the experience that we have on site, we actually got to ask certain questions on things that we needed clarity for.
I think the feedback we've received from the service providers have been invaluable. We've pointed out certain things that we expect of them, and the feedback we've received and certain areas of improvement they've highlighted, whether it's on certain contractual obligations, things that they don't understand, or there's challenges that they might have. We've got those responses, and we will be making a concerted effort to address certain challenges that they've highlighted, so we can operate as a unit and everyone is aligned accordingly.
We've never had something like this, or if there ever was, it was probably a long time ago, where we bring the profession in one room and we talk about issues that concerns both, SANRAL as the client and them as service providers. So it was interesting for me to hear from their perspective, right? Because it's always us telling them what to do, how to do things, just based on the contract, the document. But for a change, we got to listen to them and hear things from their perspectives, the challenges that they face, from what we want them to implement and execute.
This workshop is a good initiative as the routine road maintenance statutory controls eyes on the national road as they patrol those national roads, making sure that the SANRAL Act is not contravened, and avoid and identify transgressions and encroachment to the national road. So this workshop was statutory control, also workshopping the RRM on the types of transgressions to look out for and the processes that needs to be followed in terms of reporting to statutory control.
SANRAL, building South Africa through better roads.